Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to another video. So today I start off with a minor announcement. I have successfully completed the Team Up Collection Special Pass and got the 100 selector. I got Symbiote, I recorded it, it's gonna be in the Discord tonight. But a small spoiler, and I got very lucky with Symbiotes. I was, I believe, here. I failed one, then got the other one. Then tried again, but failed the next one. So yeah, we got some more Pierce and some more all attack for basically only Venom and Null, but maybe Silver Surfer future value or Miles Morales future value, Carnage if I ever decide to form, or maybe even Spider-Man. Alright, so before I forget to mention it, tonight, on the day that this video comes out, everything will reset. Timeline Battle will reset, ABXL will reset, Zombie Survival will not reset for another day, but I believe that Shadowland will. Yes. Alright, so everything out of these three will reset, which means that you can do them double today. So I would advise you to hurry up. Alright, so this IGN was sent to me on Discord, and it said that I should make an overall review of the account and tell him what characters he should build. So first impression looks good. I haven't even looked at this account yet. It looks pretty good so far. Cards look good and swords ain't bad. Alright, so let's just start off with the cards. Yeah, I see a couple of good things. I see that you have two procs, one for the ignore defense and one for all defense. That's some PvP procs, I believe. Well, ignore defense can be used in PvE. So here you got very lucky on the second stat. You got blue max HP. That's actually very good. Yeah, you did not roll the cooldown on Blue Star, and you rolled some physical defense. You can use that in PvP if you don't want to re-roll that. But I would definitely re-roll the last star after you have like 20% pierce, just to get that sweet blue all attack, or maybe some energy or physical attack. Next card, you have full blue, so you have poison resist, movement speed, ignore defense, crit damage, poison resist and physical attack. So not bad. What I would keep are the ignore defense, crit damage and physical attack for now. But I don't think you should focus on this card right now, but maybe in the future you want to reroll the rest. Because I see that your account is a bit more advanced than some others. Well, not some others, but some that I've seen like in the chat recently. So you have crowd control time, mind resist and poison resist. So not the best, but you can maybe keep the crowd control for future. Also, before I forget, do not re-roll these cards right now. Like not the blue ones. First go for all pierce, then you can worry about the stats. I'm just telling you which ones are very lucky. Okay, so here you got actually... This is probably your best rolled card. Or the one you got most lucky on. You get blue all basic attack. That's probably the best thing. Like out of the four, this is very lucky. This is like 1 in 15. And it's actually useful. It's not like red mind resist, for example. What I would advise you is to maybe head over for more procs, and I thought I disabled notifications. Alright, so apparently do not disturb doesn't work anymore, and I'm at 4 minutes. So reminder to myself to censor out the names, because it's both my name and someone else's. So anyway, we're back to review the stats. So I see some good, some bad and some ugly. Let's start off with the good. You have 55% all attack, which is basically like 70%, around that, a bit more on each. 10 to bad, that's the attack speed, that's 5%. You should really aim to push that to like 20-30% at least. Well, no, around that. Crit rate, crit damage, it's okay. It's not like crazy. Let me just check out what I have. Alright, so my crit damage is about the same, and I don't think I have any problems with this, so maybe it's actually Maybe you do have like 50% of each native. It could be. I actually don't know, but then these stats are fine. But the attack speed you should really aim to high to. How do you say that? To raise it. Then your ignore defense is quite high. I would probably lower that to 30%, but it's fine. It's you rather want it overcapped than undercapped, so this is still good. Defensive stats are quite low except max HP. That's good for your Hulk, for example, because I saw you have a Hulk. Oh, you do not have MT4. Alright, we'll get to that later. And I saw another mistake, but we'll get to that in a second. Yeah, you got very unlucky. Oh my god. You got very unlucky on both poison and mine resist, so yeah, I feel sorry for you for this, but you're gonna have to lose a lot of that because both of them are basically useless. If you got like flame or cold resist, that's useful for like Ghost Rider or Luna, but poison and mine, that's I don't even know why these stats are on here, to be honest. Movement speed, okay. Cooldown, okay. Crowd control, okay. Do we have more cooldown here? You do, okay. That's like 5% plus this one. It's around 40%. That's quite good. That's actually very good. Now your swords, you have some destruction, flame resist, cooldown is basically what matters. Some cold damage for your Luna, little bit of concentration, alright. And you have 3 of yellow, so 3, 3, 4, 5, that's really good. 2 and 3, okay, so aim to replace this with like a 4 or a 3 at least. Because a 2, that's like... I mean, I don't want to say bad, but it's... compared to the rest, you can really aim to replace that, because I believe that the green stat is actually quite useful. No, it's not. Alright. So, the green stat is physical attack down. Then it was the purple one, that's energy attack, I believe. Which you have 5 of, which is very good. Yep. So your energy attack is crazy, probably. Because it's higher than mine, actually. So... what I would aim for is to replace this green with like a 3 or a 4. That would increase your all attack, your physical attack, your energy attack. Maybe give you some more stats. And of course, it would look better. Anyway, onto your tier 4. So first off, you have Gladiator with a mini rage. I actually don't know if he's proc friendly, but he is an ABXL merchant, so I would probably give him a rage. And I see that you have a rare uniform on him. I would probably change that to Mythic, give him the rest of the ISO 8. And then he does physical attacks, so that's good, that's good, that's good, and that's good. What you can do to increase him a bit more is to give 1 more physical attack here, 2 more here, 2 more here, and 2 more here. That would be the best. And if you get this artifact, of course, equip it. Then we move on to Jean with a rage. Very good leveled. There's no word for that in English. Goodly. It's really good leveled. If anyone knows it, comment down below with this timestamp. Anyway, we should get going. Mythic uniform, type 4 enhancement, that's good. ISO 8 could use a bit of help, but it's not bad. I don't see physical attack anywhere, that's good. And you have 1 Odin's Blessing, that's also quite nice. So your Jean looks fine. Your Gladiator does need a bit of work, but it's getting there. Your Strange, I mean it's not rolled as good as Jean, but it's still the perfect roll here, so unless you desperately need the crit rate, you can keep this as is. Mythic uniform, type 4 enhancement, yeah, I think you know the issue here. It's the ISO 8. 2 Odin's Blessings here, no physical attack, no physical attack, no physical attack, and no physical attack, I cannot speak. So good job here, you did not mess up on this as badly as I used to. What am I saying? You did not mess up on this like I used to. That's what I meant to say. Anyway, Luna is not proc friendly on her newest uniform, which will cost $10, that's my guess. well, she will cost $20, but because you get 10 for free, she will cost $10 for everyone. So I highly recommend you to consider getting it. But I see that you have, Magneto is not a paywall uniform. You do have White Fox, okay, so you do spend. Yeah, I assume you spend, so... yeah, you can build up the ISO 8 till then, but she may get replaced because the devs sure love their money, so I wouldn't build her, maybe save some mats for her if you really want to, but for now, I would recommend you to not give her anything, or anything more than this. This is enough for now. Maybe don't even unequip this or equip a rage on her or equip a mini rage on her, just keep her as is. Because if she gets replaced, then you did not waste anything. And if she does not get replaced, then you can just still keep your mats. Then we have Spider-Gwen with a 200 proc, really good. It's 4 good. The other 4 needs a little bit of replacement. Or upgrading, depending on how many you have. You do not have her artifact, so you're probably not using her in PvP. Uniform rank could use something, but you got Luna, so this is another question, like, do you want to invest in Spider-Gwen or not? Like, do you want to use both of these characters, or is she just for ABXL right now, and when Luna gets her uniform back, then you're gonna purchase Luna and she will become useless? So it's your choice. She is pretty good for ABX and not ABXL. Robust Legend. So if you really want to keep her, you can, but I highly recommend you to invest in Luna instead, which you already did, so good job on that. Ghost Rider with a Judgment, same as mine. Wait, no, minus a Mighty, I believe. Anyway, Judgment works well on him. 1 Odin's Blessing, no physical attack. 2 3 Odin's Blessings, still no physical attack. 4 Odin's Blessings. 5 Odin's Blessings. Really good job. His ISO 8 does require a bit of work. Actually, I did not check out which ones they were. Hawkeye, Overdrive, Power Angle, Hawkeye, and Hawkeye. That's all good. All 3 of those stats are probably the best in the game. There's probably some niche character that requires a different one, but for the majority of characters, these 3 are the best. That's my take on that. Then you have Thor with a Judgment. I believe he works better with a Rage for most things, but I'm not sure, so... My Thor is a Patience. Don't look at mine and assume that that's what you should do. Anyway, your ISO 8 does require a bit of work. Uniform rank is... you may use him as a farmer, maybe with like Strange, Hin, and someone else for Dispatch, that could work. But just on his own, I would advance his uniform to Mythic if you need him. 5-star Wolverine artifact, that's very good. 180 proc, Guardbreak immunity, crit damage. I assume that you also have gotten the newest uniform, you're just using this one for PvP. That's a motorcyclist outside, and I have heard him for like the 50th time today. So I hope he hits the tree. No, I'm just kidding. But I would probably put a Greed on or a Conquest on him, because he is... Oh no, wait. Okay, so you still have the 5-star artifacts, so you can consider putting a Greed or a Conquest on him, but I thought you had Odin's Blessings on him, so... It's really up to you. If you want to tier 4 him, then give him a Greed or a Conquest. If not, then you can leave him as is, and he can be like a secondary character for PvP, and you do not have... No? Okay. Sentry? Wait, how do you not have Sentry? Hold up. Never mind, I'm just blind and stupid. Anyway, Sentry can be a big DPS for you, but I do not recommend getting his uniform now, because he may get one for Thunderbolts, and then the new one may be stronger than the old one, or it may be a PvE uniform. So you might want to not put any CDPs on him, do not put any Odin's Blessings on him, do not replace this. Unless you desperately want to get into PvP right now, but I don't recommend that. But I can't control your account. If you do get his newest uniform, replace his ISO 8 Mythic uniform, as high of a type enhancement as you can get, as many Odin's Blessings as you can get, and I would recommend a Greed or a Conquest. I recommend a Conquest, that's what I'm using. But if you want like a good build, look at the top players, and if you want like a mini whale build, look at mine. It's your choice. Anyway, on to the next character, which is gonna be Magneto. So Magneto is probably the biggest failure in MFF right now. He is very expensive and he gets overshadowed by Strange. So I'm gonna stop talking about him. I also regret building Magneto, but there was a time where he was the best, so no regrets, I guess. Yeah, and this is what I saw. Please unequip this from your Hulk. Unless you're using him for PvP and you're doing your best and that's his only reason to be on your account, never put a regen or a refinement on him. That's probably the biggest oh my god, that accent slip. That's probably, oh no, never mind. That's probably one of the biggest regrets you could have on your account, is when you put a regen or a refinement on him. And this is not for blaming you, I also did this mistake, but a proc that's like a max HP 120 proc works better on him than this. And I had the same on him, so maybe watch some review videos on him on how he performs with a rage. He's very rage worthy. Maybe unequip this and maybe slap it onto your Sentry, I guess. But I don't know how well he performs with a regen, so check out some videos on that. But I still recommend you to probably get a Conquest for that. Anyway, the other big thing is his damage is based on HP. So this is good, but these Odin's Blessings are useless except for the skill cooldown. So for the skill cooldown you could use just like a regular mythic Uru, and then like put the crit thing on it, the amplification, because the physical attack could be used on a better character. For example, Wolverine, Venom, Spider-Man, but he's not that good. Null if you decide to get him. So really, either unequip these or get an Odin's Blessings unequipper when or if we find more of these. I'm gonna point them out to you. You can take a screenshot or just note it down. Or if you have a better memory than mine, then just remember it. Next we'll move on to Venom with Ignore Dodge. I love to see it, Based on crit rate, love to see it. No Odin's Blessing, but I also do not see any energy attacks, so really good. This ISO could use some help, but you do not have him tier 4, so probably focus on your tier 4s first. And if you want some advice as to who to build, I'm not gonna say Human Torch, but I really want to, but no, do not build Human Torch. Either wait until the next uniform, unless you're like a really big fan or you love his playstyle or something, because he's not worth it right now. But I'd say like the 5 characters you could tier 4 next are Venom, Hulk, Sentry, even without the uniform. Like, you can wait if you want to. Oh wait, I kind of forgot. I'm sorry, but Venom, Hulk, Gwenpool, that's 3. You can tier 4 Wolverine, but only for PvP. Venom overshadows him in PvE. So if PvP, then Wolverine is your number 4. And number 5 is then Sentry. But I think your next tier 4 should be one of these two. Either hero or villain. But then slap a proc on him, or mini rage, or a rage, or a mighty rage, brilliant rage, whatever. Just unequip this. Wait for a discount, by the way. Unless you desperately need him for a couple of days right now. And you cannot wait and you need to get the highest scores. But I would recommend you to wait for a CTP unequipper discount. Unless you're a big spender like me. And I'm not saying that as a flex, I'm just saying what's the smartest thing to do. I don't know why I always make things sound so bad. I'm not trying to be mean, guys. Anyway, wait for a CTP discount, unequip this, slap a proc on him with with a max HP, or a mini rage with max HP, or a rage. That also works. And now we move on to Sharon, who has a mighty CTP of energy actually. 180, but you do have the pierce, so this is fine. Mighty uniform rank. I'm really thinking of quitting right now. Mythic Uniform rank and rank 5 type enhancement. Her Isolate could use a bit of help, but I don't think you're using her anymore, so I'm just gonna leave her alone as is. No energy attack, no physical attack anywhere, I mean. Then Gwenpool, who deals physical attack. There we go, double physical, double physical. Alright, really good. 5-star artifact. You have really good 5-star artifacts actually. So I would recommend getting her Rage because she is pretty useful on, I believe, at least a couple of days. Like she is speed, human, female, villain. So that's like 5 days, I believe. Maybe a bit less. 5 sounds like a lot for Gwenpool. Then we have Spider-Man with an authority. So I think that maybe you should leave Spider-Man alone for now. Unless you have Agent Venom, but I don't think I saw him. No, so skip Spider-Man for now, that's my recommendation. But if and only if you decide to get him, I recommend that you fix size weight, Mythic Uniform, but the newest one, get Agent Venom, and probably get his artifact because you need it for the Giga Dodge. Black Bolt, leave him alone. Leave her alone and get Scarlet Witch instead. Probably leave him as is, but you can fix his size weight for that one day. That's about it. I wouldn't really invest in him, I would just build Null up and use him. 200 proc energy attack. Okay, should I low-key quit? Anyway, CDP of energy with 200 proc. Swanenblink's Blessing. It's about all Iron Man actually deserves as he is right now. I don't recommend you to get his newest uniform. I'll give you recommendations as to what to do with your 10k. Like which uniforms to buy, but obviously you can do whatever you want. You can equip and unequip CDPs 1000 times. I'm genuinely an idiot. It's like 10 times actually. Maybe even less. Or more. Anyway, you can equip and unequip CDPs a lot if that's what you want to do with your crystals. I can't really change that, I don't own your account. Skip him. Skip him. Maybe give him an insight or a liberation if you really have it on. Tell me down below how magic performs for you. I genuinely cannot tell if this is a good build. I don't assume so, but let me know still. Skip Cap, skip her or him, or I think it's a her in this uniform. Probably skip Scarlet. Oh my god, dude, come on. Star-Lord, skip Scarlet. Skip this guy. Skip him, maybe give him an insight. You can give her a destruction if you get a bonus. Apparently a lot of people get a lot of destructions for some reason. It's a very popular CDP, so if you do get destruction, you can slap it onto her. She works pretty well with it. I already talked about Sentry. Probably don't build him. You do have his 4-star. I mean, you can use him in AC maybe. I guess. Taskmaster, wait on his newest uniform, then maybe give him an insight. You can give him an insight. Her an insight if you want to. Him an insight, but he's... I mean, you do have Strange for villain. And that one day of ABX. So yeah, you can slap an insight on him. Definitely slap an insight on her. She's gonna be your... she's gonna be best friends with your Luna once she gets her uniform, so... highly recommend that you give her a support CDP if you have one. If not, you can still wait. You do have Yondu's uniform, which is very good. Rona's uniform, which is also good. None of these four build. Of these four, I definitely recommend that you build Null. Maybe even build them as your next tier 4, because we know that a 15% discount is coming for any tier 4. So you can tier 3 Null, and it would cost like a bit less, I guess. So maybe build them up till then. I mean, with your account you can focus on PvP, but I still don't recommend it. You can still wait if you want to. Beta Ray Bill with an energy. I assume he works well. He is proc friendly. You can give him a bit of better eye, so maybe try to get this artifact. I don't think it's that good actually. Uniform rank, again, I'm gonna keep saying it. Gambit, proc friendly, crit rate. I mean, you can give him a higher proc, I guess. You do use him for a couple of days in ABX. Or only one day if you don't have Psylocke. Or if you do have Psylocke, but you don't, so... You're probably using him for a couple of days. He is not that proc friendly, I believe. I would probably put a mini rage on him, or a judgment, or a rage. But not yet. Unless you're using him in something, then just leave him as is. He can clear GBR for me. That's about all I'm using him for, so wait until his next uniform. Skip, skip, skip. You can put an insight on her. Skip, skip. You're probably using her for 1 day of ABXL, right? Because you do not have Crescent. So you're using one of these, maybe like a team of these three. Maybe give her a rage, mini rage, or if she is proc friendly and I'm wrong, then keep her as is, but then give her an isolate set, please. Or maybe you're just using Valkyrie like I did. Could also be. You can give him a how's its name? Insight or Liberation. Skip. There we go, Liberation. Alright, that's good. Insight or Liberation. I'm just gonna take a quick look. Insight or Liberation and build him up. Oh no. Yeah, you bought into the hype. He is not that good. He did not receive a tier 4. I also wanted to get his uniform, but I was like, I'll wait until he gets tier 4 and then... Or was I sick? See, this is what I mean. My memory is like so trash that I don't even know what I'm talking about half the time. But yeah, I do see a couple of artifacts. 3-star here, 5-star here. You can get this uniform when the Thunderbolts roll out. Yeah, this probably hurts. What is this? Right, none of them are built. Why did you get his uniform and... Like, I think Thanos might be better than Null. But Null has PvP value. So at that point just build up Null. I don't know why you got Thanos. Well anyway, if you do get him and you only use this uniform, then mini rage works well. Be careful to put physical attack on him. You can fix his isolate, but maybe when he's like tier 3 or something. And yeah, that's about the account. So 30 minutes. Overall, what should you do with your tank? Okay, let me think. So let me just quickly go through all the uniforms that you probably should buy, or I would buy if I was you. So, and you're not missing that much actually. I would consider getting a Sentry, that's one. Consider it, not automatically buy it, but it's a risk you're gonna have to take. Either you buy it and you can use him in PvP right now, and then maybe this next uniform replaces this one, or you wait and he may not get a uniform. That's another risk. Hold up now, you actually have way more uniforms than I remember. Like, I guess you can get Scarlet Witch's uniform and also build her up. I guess. So what's that? That's 2. 2 uniforms. So yeah, you have a pretty well built account. It has potential. Also, do not buy any of the old Luna Snow uniforms. I'm gonna stop the account review right here. That's probably the only 2 uniforms that I would consider getting. Maybe like a couple of supports or some characters for ABXL. Wait, let me think if you... Yeah, you're doing the right strategy. So one thing that I should advise you, and to everyone watching, is if you still have characters that are native tier 1 non-premium characters that just need bios, go to Dimension Mission, get some tokens, and just get their bios. Do not take them to tier 3 or even tier 2. Just take them to level 60, because for every character that you take to level 60, you get 40 crystals plus the 20 if you don't even have them at 50. So 60 crystals per character times, like, what is that? How many characters do we have right now? Like 340? Well, maybe not that much. 274, yeah. So that's a lot of crystals you're missing out on if you do not build your characters up to at least level 60. So right here you can see that I have all my characters level 60. I use my own advice, yeah. And I already have quite a lot of tier 2s. This is not for flexing, it's just... This is how tired I am in the game. I'm just going one by one in tier 2 every single character in the game because I'm just bored. Look at this, 112 tier 2s. I remember a time where I had 3 tier 4s, 3 tier 3s. I remember a time when I had 1 tier 4, 1 Iron Man, that was it. It was just this guy, hold up. Just this guy, this lonely ass guy. With a rage and I actually did not have a sword effect back then. Oh, look at this, this is horrible. Anyways guys, I'm not gonna bore you with that. That's basically just some advice that I wanted to give out to everyone. And yeah, we got Electra. And that's all we got. We got Electra, and hopefully she's just gonna stay here for a week and not 2. Because if Electra stays for 2 weeks, I don't know what I'm gonna do. But I'm probably gonna flip out. So yeah, that's about all I wanted to say in this video. Just keep going to all of you. Save up your crystals. Do not like go out of your way to gamble at all before the anniversary. It isn't worth it. I don't even know why you're doing it, but I know that there's probably gonna be one person that's gonna gamble all their crystals before the anniversary. That was me last year. Yes, I got a lot of uniforms. I was bored with the game. I don't know why I did it. I just did it. Oh, that's bad. It's good. Could have been 5. These souls are trash. Anyway, everyone should save up their crystals. Oh my lord, come on. What is it that I need? 1, 2, 3, 4. Give me a 4. Alright, at least I did a lap. Anyway, everyone should save up their crystals. Save up their gold. Save up their energy. Maybe there comes an event. And I don't think I've heard that many people talk about it, but take a wild guess in the comments what type of event we're gonna get. Like, are we gonna get a crafting event? Like with the Deadpool event where you can craft bio. Also, this is what I've been doing for like the past week. I'm just going one by one on the characters and tier 2ing them all. So take a wild guess to what kind of event we're gonna get. And if you guess it correctly, you'll get a cookie. I don't know why you will just get one. Anyway guys, I'm gonna cut the video right here because it's probably gonna get boring and the 35-minute long account review is probably not that attractive to many people. Except the guy whose account I'm reviewing, because I don't like it when people take like a look at my account for... Oh god. I don't like when people take a look at my account for like 2 minutes and then start to criticize me. They go like... Alright, yeah, this is trash, I'm going out. That's not how you treat an account. You go one by one, you review everything. If you make one of these videos, That's how it's supposed to go. If it's long, it's long. If it's short, it's short. Anyway, guys, like, subscribe, hit that bell, and comment down below what you think. I'm gonna have to censor that tiny bit out of the video, what, 4 minutes or something. So, yeah, I guess I'll see you guys next time. Join the Discord for the live stream announcements.